I'm really gonna miss this wall. Okay, I'll put up the decorative garland and then do one last review here. Good morning, beautiful. What time's the flight? About 5, I think. I just have to quickly do something. Why don't I take us there now? Wait, hold on. Whoa! Ooh. Whoa! What did you... Where are we? And why am I wearing a lavalier mic? New York State, I think. Wow, I've never gone that far before. Well, thank you, I guess. Should we wait for Killjoy to teleport here? Oh, she can't. Not since the whole lilac absorption thing. Well, then go back and get her. Oh no, I can't do anything for the next few weeks, I'm afraid. Wake me when December ends. Oh, okay. So I guess she's got to get a plane across. Oh, that's a phone call I'm looking forward to making. Hey, howdy hey, and welcome back to Emily's Adventures in Horrorland. So as you can see, I'm in a bit of a different setting. Don't worry, Braggart and Killjoy will be coming with. Perhaps the crisp American air will do them some good. Maybe. So last year I reviewed Krampus, which was a pleasant surprise of a movie. They fleshed out the lore and backstory of the eponymous Krampo quite well, with Omi giving the whole thing some authenticity. Krampo's many helpers were wonderfully creative, with kind of a deadite feel about them. And did I mention how genuinely horrifying this one was? Holy pajamas! It really went beyond the horror movie trope of insert monster here, and gave us a movie that feels very legitimate. Although it's based on a pre-existing Germanic legend, I wouldn't be surprised if this incarnation of the Yuletide Punisher turned out to be iconic. So of course there have been a bunch of knockoffs. In my visits to CEX...
We can buy your games and gadgets. Sex.
Oh wow, okay. Well, I'm pronouncing it CEX, thank you. In my many visits there, I found non-canonical sequels to Krampus that had incredibly convincing box covers. They're also available on eBay, so I had no excuse not to get one and review it for you. I don't know if you're meant to watch these in any particular order, if there's a canonical sequence, but anyway, let's jump right into this movie, Krampus Unleashed. Wait, what? Okay. Oh, for God's sake. Points for creativity. I never would have thought to set a movie about the Austro-Bavarian shadow of St. Nicholas in the deserts of Arizona. I mean, of all... Whose idea was that? Who decided to put a Christmassy demon in a place which generally has average snowfalls of 0 centimetres? Either it never snows there, or if it does, then there's also instances of snow being sucked out of the ground. Alright, let's be fair to the movie. I'm sure there will be some kind of Xmas aesthetic later on. Patience. And let's go again. So here we have the cleanest looking cowboys I've ever seen, all hunting for the loot left behind by the outlaw Eric Claus. Yeah, outlaw loot. Best kind. I mean, already we can tell that this film is fairly amateurish. Some shots are too wide, some are aimed at the wrong place. The story feels like it was cobbled together in an afternoon. Need I say more? So they start digging for Eric Claus's loot, and this guy wants to give up after digging 5 holes today.
Hey, you don't touch me, you cock! Hey, stop it, kid.
Then they find something, oh how convenient, it's a box just sitting in the hole. Inside is a rock with ancient German writing on it.
Der verfluchte Stein auf der Dämonien.
What?
Stones like this have existed since the dawn of time. And when they appear, they bring nothing but great evil with them.
Luckily your dude here can read ancient German.
It's a summoning stone.
It's like a piece of coal to me.
Yeah, it's cold. Cold it was placed into the shoes of those who were cursed. Those who angered the old gods. Saint Nicholas himself possessed just such a stone.
St. Nicholas?
Yeah.
You mean Santa Claus?
You stupid fools, you have awakened him.
Who?
Krampus.
Bullshit. That's what I say.
Could you guys look a little worried about the roar of doom you just heard? Then of course Krampus turns up and disembowels the nearest cowboy. This will happen a few times. And really watch how it happens. He pretty much just reaches for their torso and all their guts fall out. Hey buddy, can you come here real quick? Yeah, I know your character's in dire peril and all, but we can't keep the camera on you if you move too quick, so just a brisk jog, okay buddy? Cheers. I'm making a movie. The rest of them get offed, meaning the summoning stone is left in the river for just anyone to find. Interesting.
Oh, the weather outside is frightful, but a fire so delightful. Since we no place to
Do you hear that? That's... Oh my god, that's so off-key.
let it snow. It doesn't show signs of stopping, and a broad song.
Why do these awful low-budget movies always start with cars driving over the credits?
Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
How you doing, kiddo?
I'm okay.
But
It's just weird. It doesn't really feel like Christmas this year.
I think this is something else they have in common too. The insane amount of pausing between lines. This movie, Krampus Unleashed, is 1 hour and 19 minutes with the credits and still feels padded as hell, partly because of this. Oh, can we have some awful acting as well?
and your cousin Troy will be there.
I hate Troy.
Oh, it must be Christmas.
Andy's a total little perv. When they came to visit us last year, I caught him trying to take pictures of me through my window.
That's not good.
Oh boy, look at all this empty space in the shot. This is terrible. And they just keep going back to it. Now they're going to look at these fake animal heads on the wall and react to them as if they were real.
I swear, his eyes are fake now, but if you look real close, you can still see that look in them.
What look is that?
Hunger. See, when an animal gets a taste for man, he goes crazy for it. Becomes an absolute beast. He just can't get enough of it.
Look at the hunger in that creature's eyes. Look at it.
Crazy.
Here we have some other characters. The mother's brother, David, his wife, and their son, Troy, the aforementioned pervert. And oh, come on, the camera shadow is visible. I know lighting conditions aren't optimal, especially in this time of day, but Jesus Christ.
That strange man over there, he keeps staring at me.
That needs to be its own gif.
You wanna know how come you ain't never seen a track like that before? Ain't no man makes a track like that.
Something about the way they said that. It really reminds me of,
Sasquatch.
Wow, really? Troy is your standard hypertypical movie teenager.
So lame.
Ugh, God, ugh, so lame, buh. And already filming the teenaged girl's ass, I see. Wonderful. So I see what they're trying to do, replicate the tensions of the family from the original Krampo movie. Well, I hate to break it to you guys, but that is quite hard to do. Christmas movies like The Ref, Home Alone, and National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation get away with it because there is an overarching Christmas message of loving thy neighbour, of suffering the insufferable. Also, the families of those movies had redeeming qualities, and were not so cookie-cutter and or unlikable as to be deeply annoying.
Your aunt and your grandmother have gone through a lot of trouble to make a meal for everyone.
And one more thing, who makes a full sandwich and just leaves it in the fridge like that? It's not good for the bread.
Can you read it to me?
Yeah. 'Tis the season for gross commercialization.
I don't believe it. The film they're watching on TV is shot even worse than the film I'm currently watching. I didn't think it was possible. So Troy grabs a hunk of gold, which is clearly of the fool's variety. I know iron sulfide when I see it. But David and the others treat it as real gold, just as they treat these as real stuffed and mounted animal heads. Do these guys exist in some dimension where nothing is real but everyone takes so many drugs that they believe it is? Are we in the game We Happy Few? David mentions that the grandfather found it close by the house and takes all the boys out for a good old session of panning.
So what'd your horoscope say today?
You will spend another Christmas Eve alone in a small dispatch station.
Friend, it's not that bad.
Now, something bugs me about this shot. I think they might be breaking the 180-degree rule, but I can't be sure. The way it's presented, they're both in the same place, looking in the same direction. Sometimes they go for an over-the-shoulder shot, but it's so tight that you barely see the woman's head even. Am I being too picky? Maybe I should just stop criticizing the film's camera work, or we'll be here till Chinese New Year, won't we? Okay, then let's move on. Fist bump. Actually, you know what? Hang on, one more thing. Those cookies really upset me. They look like they have some kind of pox. A Christmassy pox, but a pox nonetheless. So the boys go out panning for gold, and this lady and her blouse turn up. But to ogle her would be to stoop down to Troy's level, so let's not.
Hey, this is the dumbest thing I've ever done.
Whoa. How are you doing?
I'm good.
Woman!
Okay,
woman!
well,
And of course, while the boys are there, they find the rock that was tossed there by one of the cowboys. Hundreds of years ago. Just sitting by the bank there.
So smooth.
Could be an onyx.
And now they think they're holding the goddamn crystal skull. I know you guys have a low budget, but pretending you don't isn't doing your movie any favours. Actually, this movie is marginally better if you pretend they're all on drugs.
Very interesting find, Tommy. Way to go.
Think your uncle's jealous.
We see Bonnie back at home making dinner, of some description, when the police officer from earlier turns up at her house. He announces that her new boyfriend has a criminal record. Which is a little creepy, but not the worst thing in the world to know, just saying. Nope, I refuse to acknowledge that. Let's get back to Bonnie. It first appears that this dude here, are spying on her like a creep, but then it turns out he's her boyfriend and they're role-playing. Nice. He timed it kind of wrong, though.
What?
You hear that? It's the oven timer.
Okay.
Dinner's ready.
Well, shit.
Wah, wah. You guys ever heard of, like, echo or reverb? Something to... fuck it. There follows a long conversation between these two, Roger and Terry, about how they're going to find and kill Bigfoot and whether it's ethically right to kill him at all. Here, let me speed it up for you. Don't worry, it's not relevant to the story at all, and it's not very funny or interesting. Yep. Oh hey, we're back with Bonnie and her boyfriend, and whoa, Merry Christmas indeed. I really hope this lady's career picks up after this. Scene of the dad trying some liquor. Scene of the daughter and mother being bothered by Troy. Nothing here worth filming, and yet he gets told off more than when he was filming her derriere.
Got a signal, finally.
Now if you only had someone to call.
Shut up.
Ooh, sick burn from the 10-year-old.
Damn it, wait for me! Damn, man.
Oh, another useful gif.
They're not shooting rocks into that Peter Cottontail. Oh, God. Oh, you should have seen your face. Oh, goddamn.
Oh god, it's still going. Hold on, let's fast forward it again.
Sounds like it's getting closer. Sounds like a stampede.
No, it doesn't. What kind of drugs are those? And back to Bonnie. Hey, all my female viewers. Did you know that semen floats? Something that a friend of the family told me when I was 15. And now you know too. Merry Christmas. This woman's obsessed with her hair. Oh, you're fine. You don't even have wet ends, oddly enough. When she leaves the house to check on her boyf, she finds that Krampus is eating him, screams unconvincingly, and jogs back into the house to get a gun. And again with the underwhelming music. What was it I liked about the original Krampus movie? Oh yeah, that's right, the filmmakers were trying their best and had an actual story to tell. You know, that makes these cheap cash-ins all the more egregious in my eyes. It's bad enough when film companies like The Asylum rip off popular blockbuster movies, but this is just... Okay, let's not get too angry. 'Tis the season. Okay. Bonnie rushes to the home of the people she met yesterday by astonishing coincidence.
Something attacked us and now James is dead.
Bunny, why are you just in a bathroom?
You got a landline?
Got to love Granny's priorities. She calls that woman we saw earlier at the police station and tells her to tell the cop dude, I don't know all their names, about the creature attack.
It's like something scared everything off at this damn mountain. Did you hear that?
Oh, blurry vision. That means one of them's going to be eaten by bootleg Krampus. Yep. Once again, Krampus pulls off limbs and tears out organs with a single swipe. When the family gets to hear about it, they ignore the dispatcher's advice and leave the house. Idiots. I wonder who will die next.
Enough with the yelling.
Car's leaving in 30 seconds and you're gonna be in it.
Oh, that audio. Come on. come on, only 22 minutes to go. Granny's dead, okay. Progress. Progress is being made.
Fuck it. We're leaving.
No, ma'am. Do not leave the premises. I have to insist you stay on the line.
Can't you tell she's already off the line? The mother gets disemboweled and... Is it just me or does Krampo look kind of familiar? I think that must have been a pre-made costume. Okay, 6 people left. We just need to whittle down a few more before the movie ends. Terrific. They suffer a fairly serious car crash and Bonnie makes a face like she has a headache coming on.
Everyone alive at least? Shit.
We gotta go. That thing's still out there.
Too late. He's already here.
He's just walking! This is the same problem as with Something in the Woods. Can nobody handle simple physicality anymore? I'm not saying go the whole other way and have the performance totally inform how we see the creature, but could you try moving a bit more monster-like? Maybe? Please? Davy Boy makes a pointless heroic sacrifice so the others can walk to safety, and whoa, he's tearing off their limbs now? So the remaining protags manage to find sanctuary with the one Krampo expert this side of the Atlantic who can tell them exactly what's up with that one stone they're still carrying around.
The Krampus.
All these years that Krampus has laid in wait. Now, somehow, one of y'all's waking him.
Christ, Coop, this is crazy, even for you.
Says the woman who actually saw her boyfriend get eaten by Krampo. They hatch a plan to send the demon back to hell. With his one weakness. Dynamite. The expert dies at the creature's hands just as the explosives go off. Worst fake explosion ever.
Oh, hi guys. Need any help?
You were useless. You didn't fire your gun once the whole movie. Bugger off.
Merry Christmas, Dan.
Okay, I think I'm done. There's no way this movie could possibly disappoint me anymore. The film is finished. I'm done. There's nothing else. They could not squeeze any more insulting crap into the plot. You have got to be kidding. Oh, would you fuck off? Well, that movie was quite the ordeal. I've seen some pretty bad low-budget horror movies in my time. Paranormal Entity, Serum, Something in the Woods, The Ice Cream Truck. And having a low budget isn't in itself a guarantee that the movie will be bad. But Krampus Unleashed is bad. It's boring, it's a shameless cash-in, the story doesn't make any sense, the actors can't act, the plot takes weird, meandering journeys that only serve to bulk up the runtime, and did I mention the story doesn't make any sense? This really is a textbook example of insert monster here. Look how much they struggle to relate it back to Christmas. A few seasonal decorations and awful cookies can't disguise the fact that this is not the real Krampo. This movie stomps mercilessly on everything that made the original Krampus great, and for that reason I give this movie 3 jam sandwiches out of 10. Well, thank you to everyone for sticking with me for this review, and thank you for being here this entire year of 2017. I've really enjoyed working on this YouTube channel, and I couldn't do it without everyone's watching it and supporting me. And as with last year, I'm going to make a charitable donation to the mental health charity Mind on behalf of my late mother and myself and other people in the family who have mental illness. If you feel like donating yourself, that's great. If not, that's fine as well. I know we're all broke as hell, and it's really just a self-imposed thing on my part. In any case, I'm looking forward to 2018 and all the reviews I hope to get done. Maybe I'll even upload more regularly. We'll see. Well, as always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Cheerio.